One nation, one law for all citizens. That is the basic idea behind the Uniform Civil Code, or UCC. But why is it one of the most debated topics in India? Will it bring equality and justice? Or could it affect religious freedom and diversity? In this video, we'll explain the Uniform Civil Code in simple language, including what it is, why it matters, its advantages, disadvantages, and the reality behind the debate. Welcome to Current Affairs Simplified, where we break down complex issues into clear and easy explanations. Let's begin. What is the Uniform Civil Code? The Uniform Civil Code, commonly called UCC, refers to a common set of civil laws that would apply equally to all Indian citizens, regardless of religion. These laws deal with personal matters such as marriage, divorce, inheritance, adoption, maintenance. Currently in India, different religious communities follow different personal laws. For example, Hindus follow Hindu personal laws. Muslims follow Muslim personal laws. Christians and Parsis have their own separate laws. The idea of UCC is to replace these separate personal laws with one common law for everyone. What does the Indian Constitution say? The concept of UCC is mentioned in Article 44 of the Indian Constitution. Article 44 says, "The state shall endeavour to secure for citizens a uniform civil code throughout the territory of India." However, Article 44 is part of the directive principles of state policy. This means it is not legally enforceable like fundamental rights, but it acts as a guideline for governance. The Constitution encourages the government to work toward a uniform civil code in the future. Why is UCC being discussed now? The debate around UCC has become stronger in recent years due to discussions about equality, women's rights, and legal reform. Supporters believe that having different personal laws for different communities creates inequality. Some also argue that a modern country should have one common civil law for all citizens. At the same time, critics believe India's diversity and religious freedom must be protected carefully. Advantages of UCC. Equality before law. Supporters say UCC promotes equality. If the same civil laws apply to everyone, all citizens will be treated equally regardless of religion. Women's rights. Many believe UCC could improve women's rights in matters like divorce, inheritance, and maintenance. Some personal laws have been criticized for being unequal toward women. A common civil code could ensure more gender justice. National integration. Another argument is that one common law can strengthen national unity and integration. Supporters believe common laws can reduce legal complexity and create a stronger sense of equality among citizens. Simplified legal system. India currently has multiple personal law systems. A single civil code could simplify legal procedures and reduce confusion in civil matters. Disadvantages and concerns. Religious freedom. The biggest concern is religious freedom. Critics argue that personal laws are closely linked to religious beliefs and traditions. They fear a uniform civil code could interfere with cultural and religious practices. India's diversity. India is an extremely diverse country with many religions, customs, and traditions. Some people believe one common law may not fairly represent all communities. Fear of majoritarianism. Some critics fear the UCC could reflect the traditions of the majority community rather than being truly neutral. This creates concerns among minority groups. Practical challenges. Implementing a uniform civil code across such a large and diverse country would be legally and socially challenging. Reaching agreement among different communities may not be easy. Important facts and current status. It's important to understand that India already has some common civil laws that apply to everyone. Also, Goa is often mentioned in the UCC debate because it follows a common civil code inherited from Portuguese rule. Different governments and law commissions have discussed UCC over the years, but there is still no nationwide implementation. The debate continues between balancing equality and protecting diversity. The reality: the Uniform Civil Code is not a simple issue of right or wrong. It involves constitutional values, religious freedom, gender equality, legal reform, national unity. The real challenge is finding a balance between equality and respecting India's diversity. Any major reform would require careful discussion, public trust, and broad consensus. Conclusion: the Uniform Civil Code remains one of the most important and sensitive debates in India today. Whether India eventually implements it or not, the discussion around UCC raises important questions about law, equality, religion, and the future of Indian society. If you found this explanation helpful, subscribe to Current Affairs Simplified for more easy and unbiased explanations of important national and international issues. Thanks for watching.